hello there, chums. Right, well, I'm doing another planet review, chums, but this one is actually in the PBF Genesis Loki area of space. I mean, I would call it a hub, but it's not really a hub, because the pan-galactic base builders come from all over the verse to a certain location to build. It's more of a meeting point rather than a hub per se. So yeah, they want to call this Genesis Loki. So yeah, it's kind of like general location, I guess, or something like that. Anyhow, it's all Latin. But look how the actual world here transitions from night to day. It's freaking awesome. So visually, it's quite appealing. It's quite stunning. However, I have come across more visually appealing and more visually stunning planets. So yeah, that will be reflected in the overall score. But this is lovely. I'm liking the rolling hills and the small lagoons and the lakes. And there are some sort of ocean-esque type areas. What this is lacking in is massive hills or mountains or ravines, and the caves are a little bit shallow, mainly because so too is the land masses. And some of the caves, though, you do find little mini rivers and small pools within inside the caves, which is quite nice. I'm loving the way that the sun just rises above the oceans and gives a nice little reflection, and I'm liking the earth-like type colours, so the green grasses with the blue ocean type sort of, composition. It's a beautiful, beautiful planet, and it's got a good mixture of ground fauna and air fauna. So the ground fauna, you can see quite a lot of crabs in the background there, which are pretty awesome. But what I like is when you're running through these dense forests, and all this foliage is sort of just, bushes are almost at like chest height. They're freaking great. But then this is why I really want to come here, chums. This is the pièce de résistance. Out of all the fauna that I've seen in game so far, I think this is my favourite fauna. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful, it's majestic, it's like a butterfly crossed by a dragonfly, and it is awesome. I just love the way it moves. It looks so alive, it looks so organic, it's believable, it's beautiful. I really, really like this creature a lot. I like this more than the Diplo, because at the moment the Diplos almost look like cranes in the way that they're animated. They look very robotic, but this looks like a living, breathing specimen of a creature, and I love it. It's beautiful. So yeah, this lovely green dragonfly is what the planet is actually named after. It's called the green dragonfly type planet. Well, not type, hasn't got that in the title of the planet. But there you go. Beautiful, beautiful creature. I could just watch these all day. Especially against that lovely blue type earth sky and these luscious green landscapes with blue foliage and trees. I mean, the foliage itself is beautiful too. And it's so in keeping with these lovely sort of dragonfly type creatures. I mean, it almost looks like they land on the trees at times. And look, there's one there that's landed on a tree, which is so cool. I'm loving this. I really like this planet. And even this tree here that's sort of made out of multiple sort of trunks all entwined into one is quite nice. And I like the foliage on the bark of this tree, which is beautiful. So if I just pop into camera mode and take a look up into the canopy of the trees, I like the way that the canopies of the trees all sort of meld into each other as well. It's like the dual leaves on these trees. They sort of just, I don't know, entwine and just form some nice sort of shadows and patination on the ground below as well. Again, the forests here feel like forests. I mean, it's not a jungle, it's not quite jungle-esque, but it has got wooded areas and forestry type areas. I mean, you can get lost in the canopy of these trees. I'm loving it. I really do like this planet a lot. I mean, look at that. I mean, yeah, when you're down on the ground, it doesn't look as visually as stunning as when you're up in the air like this and you're looking across and you're seeing all these lush landscapes. It looks like something out of Dragon Ball. It almost looks like, planet Namek or something. And I also like the flying sort of dragon snakeoid type creatures. They're very cool. So yeah, there's a lot going for this planet. But it is really these green sort of dragonfly, butterfly creatures that take the pièce de résistance. I mean, they're beautiful. They're magnificent, they're wonderful, and I can't take my eyes off of them. Yeah, I can't take my eyes off of you. Heck yes. Anyway, so I thought I'd build a base here. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't I? Heck yes. So, there you go. I bet you want to see that base, don't you? So here we go. Let's turn it around. Let's have a quick look-see. I mean, it is night time at the moment, but I can change that in camera mode. Here we go. So camera mode. Let's put the sun in the sky. Heck yes. And then there was light. And here we go. So I've made almost a dragonfly type butterfly type base, and I modelled it on the creatures that you see here. I mean, it doesn't look as majestic, obviously, and there's no large rooms in there, so there's no sort of places to sit or anything. It is just there for aesthetical reasons. It's an ode to the creature that beheads this planet and lives here. So here we go. So that's that. So I've got a dragonfly type, butterfly type thing, but there's also lots of giant crabs here. So I thought I'd build a crab as well. So I've got a crab here. Again, there's no real places to sit. The base hasn't really got rhyme or reason. It's just got a fish tank inside. You know, he's had his fill of fish. Lovely. Nice little crabby type base. But I have also built a little mini visitors center here. You can't see it in this little video section. I'll bring up another video section in a second. I built it after I built all this. I thought, oops, I've got nothing here like as way a teleporter or galactic trade terminal, that sort of stuff. So I thought, well, I might as well build one, mightn't I? Yeah, because yeah, you do want to have a base teleporter, or else it's not really functional. Heck yes. So here we go. I built this. I built this after thinking about it a little bit. And as you can see, I usually build my bases to be above the ground, mainly because I've had so many that sink or have land encroach into them. So I always put them up a little bit, raise them up a bit. So I've got a large refiner in there, a teleporter, a neutron processor, and a galactic trade terminal. I believe that's all I need. I mean, you can make auto saves from your ships. It doesn't really even need a save point. So there we go. And it has got power here. You can see there the magnetic sort of poles in the background. Excellent, eh? So you're probably thinking, well, what are the oceans like, Captain Steve? What are the oceans like? Well, yeah, they're kind of mind-blowing, actually. They're quite nice. So inside of the oceans, let me just leg it over there in super fast motion. There we go. It looks like my legs weren't even moving. Look like I just sort of skimmed across the surface there. But anyway, if I swim down into the actual ocean, you can see that, oh, there's a butterfly type dragonfly above the water. That's, oh, he's vanished. It was a mirage. Right, well, if we go back down into the water, you can see here quite a lot of the plant life actually glows. And in the background there, you probably saw it, but there is those ones that sort of fluctuate. They're sort of like big billowing type ones that you see quite often, but it does add a bit of extra movement to the water. You've also got a lot of these shiny spiky balls, which I'm seeing a heck of a lot underwater now. I don't know whether it's just me in the areas of space that I'm visiting, but yeah, I'm seeing that quite a lot. But the water's okay. It's actually quite cool. So yeah, there you go, thumbs up to the underwater areas. So back on land, Jums, hello, hello, hello. And you're probably thinking, well, we need to take a look-see at the actual fauna that frequent this planet. We have seen a couple, but let's have a better delve into those creatures. So here we go. I have found 11 of 12 fauna, and I can't find the last. I'll get to that in a bit, but I've called this one Choung Sparks, or Choung Sparks. Beloved by the Gek. What a cute little chappy he is. We've got Chaos Rider. Only spawns in the south of the actual planet. And yeah, senses the Atlas. Pretty gnarly beastie, that one. Like that. Veritas Velez. There we go. Particularly oily, this guy. But yeah, the actual creature, not Veritas Velez in real life, is freaking awesome. But there we go. We've got Nirwana as well. Oh, there we are. Lovely little birdie bird. So all of these I'm naming after members of the PBF. We've got Kibbles here. It says they're good parents. And he's actually a good tutor because he actually started a lot of this glitch building stuff for the PBF members. We've got Telepath there. Nice one. There is actually a telepathic fish in this lineup. Should have named that one Telepath, but there we go. Captain Steve. Heck yes. Captain of the skies. Brilliant. And this one called Dizzledrich is the telepathic one that really I should swap the names around, but it's too late. They've been uploaded. Heck yes, I found this one way before. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. JC Hysteria. There we go. It's got yeah, the hemispheres of the brain are not linked. I like him. He looks just like a little turtle. It's really cute. And then we got this one, ER Burrows, mildly radioactive. Okay, whatever. But this is a fantastic fishy. I don't see why it would be radioactive. The planet's not. And this is the green dragonfly. That was named and uploaded by Nirwana. Beautiful find and fantastic planet there, Nirwana. Amazing, 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 amazing. So this planet is actually called a Dragonfly Delta, after this creature, and I can see why. It's a beautiful creature, and these are the last two that I can't find, and I think there's an extinct crab under the water, and I think that's in placement of the other one that I can't actually locate, because I would have called that one Ash Parker. But anyway, chums, if you want to visit this planet and come and take a look-see yourself, it's actually in the 256th galaxy. And you can't just get there. You've got to be invited there, chums, by a member of the Pan-Galactic Base Builders Federation. There's my score for this planet. I hope you find that that's in keeping with what you were thinking. And yeah, if you do want to come here, you're going to head on over to the Discord. I'd add a link to the Discord in my video description, so go check that out. Heck yes. And then you could make your way over here perhaps. You need to be hoobered over, because I think if you was to try to travel here by going through all the galaxies, I don't think it's reachable anymore, the 256. But anyway, there you go guys, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye all. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Well, thank you very much for watching this video, and if you like what you see, please hit a like or a subscribe. And yeah, or you can support my channel through Patreon. Here are all my Patreon backers. Thanking you, Patreon. And I also have YouTube membership. If you want to sign over to YouTube membership, check out my video links in my video description. I also have merch. Grab yourself a fine and dandy pair of socks, a mug or a t-shirt over my merch store. Or I also have Atlas cards that I sometimes have on my eBay store. Check out my video description. So that is the end. Thank you for watching, and please hit a join or a subscribe, or just hit one of these tiles on this screen that you see here now. Stay with Captain Steve a bit longer.